The sun was beginning to set as practice came to an end. The golden light stretched across the field, and the sound of cleats on grass slowly faded as the players gathered their bags. Ansel wiped the sweat from his forehead and looked toward his brother. "Do you think we made it?" he whispered. Atlas shrugged, trying to look calm, but inside his stomach was doing flips. "I don't know," Atlas said. "There were a lot of good players out there. Some of them were really strong." Ansel looked down at the ground and kicked lightly at the grass.
They're so much faster.
"Yeah," he said quietly.
But you've got heart, Ansel.
Everyone looked so confident.
You're the reason we got this far.
For a moment, neither of them said anything. They just stood there listening to the sounds of the field growing quieter as the sun slowly dropped lower in the sky. Just then, tweet! Coach Daniels blew his whistle. "Everyone, bring it in!" The players quickly ran toward the middle of the field and formed a circle around him. Some were smiling, some looked nervous, and a few stared quietly at the ground. Ansel and Atlas stood side by side, both trying to stay calm. Coach Daniels crossed his arms and looked around at all the young players. "You all worked very hard this week," he said. "I'm proud of every one of you. Every player here gave their best, and that matters." Ansel felt his heart start beating faster. This was it. Then Coach Daniels continued, "But unfortunately, I only have room for 15 players on this team." The field suddenly felt very quiet. Nobody moved. Nobody even seemed to breathe. Ansel glanced at Atlas. Atlas looked down at his cleats and slowly kicked a small piece of grass. 15 players. That was all. The coach pulled out a small sheet of paper. "I'm going to call the names of the players who made the team." Ansel swallowed hard. Atlas folded his hands together, hoping, wishing, praying. One by one, Coach Daniels began reading. "Marcus." A boy near the back smiled. "Ethan." Another player stepped forward. "Diego." "Jamal." Each name made Ansel's chest tighten. His palms started to sweat. He tried to stay calm, but every second felt longer than the last. Atlas kept staring at the ground, saying nothing. Inside, his thoughts were racing. What if we didn't make it? What if this dream ends here? Ansel began to wonder the same thing. He remembered all those afternoons playing on the old dusty field. All the goals, all the practice, all the times they promised each other they would make it one day. Was it all over already? Then Coach Daniels paused. He looked up from the paper and smiled. "Ansel?" Ansel's head shot up. For a second he thought maybe he had imagined it. Then, "Atlas." Atlas froze. For a second neither brother moved. They just stared at Coach Daniels. Then he smiled wider. "Welcome to the team." The words felt almost unreal.